Culture over culture, you're welcome indeed to another edition of the programme. As always, we'll be crossing over to Manchester to join Martin Logan, who's out and about with the Irish community right across the UK. But this week we're coming to you from the lovely town of Newport, and it's a very, very special year for the town because they are celebrating their 300th anniversary. And we're here in one of the best known pubs in the town. It's called the Grainne-Uaile, and I'm joined here now by the proprietors, Harry and Liz McManamon. You're very welcome to the programme.
Thank you very much, Henry. You're delighted to be here.
Harry, your family in particular have a long history going back over 100 years in this pub.
That's right, yeah. My grandfather had it, and then obviously my father took it over, and we took it over then in 2003. And obviously we developed it from there on. Yeah.
And what was it called before the Gorn-Ua-Whale?
Joe McManaman's.
Right.
Yeah. That was.
And I suppose it was only ironic that you come up with the name Grainne-Uaile associated with the town here in Clube Bay and Clear.
Well, actually, it was my parents that came up with that in the old bar that we had here. They called it the Grainne-Uaile in 1972. And then obviously we stuck with that then when we took it over in 2003. Mm-hmm. And obviously this is where we are now. Yeah.
And of course, behind every good man, there's a better woman, to say. Liz, you got involved in the business obviously when you were married. Was it something that you were prepared for, the pub business?
Well, it was certainly a change. So I'm a teacher, so it worked well with the holidays. You know, when I wasn't at school, I was able to be here at Christmas in the summer. But I always say when I moved down from Dublin, and the biggest thing about it was I knew everybody after a short while because they were in and out, and everybody recognised my face. So it helped me settle in, and I love it. I mean, I really love it. I love meeting people and talking, and we, you know, have a bit of banter behind the bar together and all that kind of thing. So it works well for us. It definitely does, yeah. I love it.
And you've come up with a lot of new innovative ideas. I know the restaurant took off very bigly, and you were up for best pub of the year in 2006, wasn't it? Just shortly after we opened. I know when we renovated in 2005, and we obviously at that stage everybody was saying you have to do food, that's the way to go about it. And in our heads, I think we thought soup and sandwiches, but that wasn't how it transpired. And we all of a sudden very quickly had a very, very good, thriving food business. And the following year, we won Mayo Pub of the Year. And it just went from there. And music plays a very important part of the pub life here, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've all through the summer we've a really great Thursday trad session, and most of the time we can't actually find a seat. It's actually bonkers how many musicians you can fit in here, and people come in and they might only visit from America for 2 weeks every year, and they come with the bower on or they come with whatever, and it's a great. It really adds to the whole thing. And we've great local music here. We've great musicians. Coda have concerts here.
Local traditional group doing very
well. Yeah. So we've a lot going on. It's great.
Yeah. Apart from the food and the music and everything else, it's also an art gallery.
It is, yeah, it is. You can see behind us. So these paintings here are Harry's sister, Saline, who also helps out here. She's has fantastic success as a painter. There's a great tradition of painting now in Newport. We've paintings from other artists in town, and a friend of mine from Dublin, and people come in, they can buy the paintings. Saline's paintings actually tell stories of around the place, just in with a modern twist. So it all ties in. People love to meet Saline and hear about the stories and the paintings and all that. So it all ties into the story of the pub, really.
Of course, not so long ago, you had royalty here in the Gorn-Ua-Whale.
We had with Prince Albert here and Charlene, yeah. They were here in 2011. Yeah, it was very good.
And that's because of the Grace Kelly connection here in Newport, of course, where she came from, her ancestors and that. And what was it like that day?
Oh, it was great. It was. He sang songs, Prince Albert, and Charlene drank at the bar there, had drinks with the locals. It was really good.
And you put up a plaque as well to mark the occasion.
The funny thing about it was they were coming for 20 minutes because they met relations in Newport House, and they were going to come in just to, just have a pint or whatever, but they came, they stayed for an hour and a half, they sang. At one stage they were sitting at the counter there, and Charlene, as she was then, she wasn't a princess then, and she said, "Where's Albert? I always lose him at things like this." And it was just like another normal couple sitting at the bar. But no, they were lovely. They were really, really nice. And
that's what tourists love as well, isn't it?
Oh, listen, tourists love it. They love the Thursday trad session. They love hearing stories. You know, they love the stories about Grainne Uaile and all the things that go on. They love actually when they come in and, you know, might be standing waiting for a table for food, and, you know, Jack might be there at the bar and there's people at the bar and they're telling stories or they're singing a song and they get involved. They absolutely love it because the hospitality that you get in Newport is unbelievable. I mean, it's unreal.
Finally, can I ask you, Harry, this is a very special year for the town of Newport. What's it going to mean for you now and your family, Liz and everybody here?
Oh, it's hard to describe. It's going to be a great thing. Like, you know, as you think that we're here, well, Newport 300 years, like, it's a big celebration. Yeah, it'll be brilliant. Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
There are so many brilliant events planned. We're actually talking about some of the houses on the street here are nearly that old. This is the old Medlicott Street, the oldest street in Newport, apparently. So we're delighted with that. And there's lots of things celebrating culture and food and music. And there's going to be things on the water and so many fantastic things. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, it'll be amazing.
Well, look, a continued success. It's a fantastic success story. And long may it continue, particularly the music and the food and everything that goes with and the culture, because it's part of what we are, isn't it?
Oh, listen, this is what it's all about, having a pub in Ireland. This is what it's about, yeah.
Great. Liz and Harry McMenamin, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's time for a song now, and we've one of Newport's finest traditional singers. And here he is with a great favourite for many, many people, the Rocks of Bawn. John Joe Garrity.
Come all ye loyal heroes, wherever ye might be. Don't hire with any master till you know what your job will be. For you'll have to rise up early from the clear daylight till dawn. And I'm thinking you'll never be able to plough the wrongs of Bawn. My shoes, they are all worn out, and my stockings, they are thin. And I'm always trembling in them, afeard I might give in. I'm always trembling in them, from the clear daylight till dawn. And I'm thinking I'll never be able to plough the wrongs of Bawn. Rise up, you lazy Sweeney, and give your horse some hay. Give to him a feed of oats before you go away. Don't feed him on soft turnips, put him out on yon green lawn, or I'm afraid that he'll never be able to plough the wrongs of Bawn. My curse is on you, Sweeney, you have me nearly round. You're sitting there by the fireside, with your feet up on the hob. You're sitting there by the fireside, from the clear daylight till dawn. And I'm sure that you'll never be able to plough the wrongs of Bawn. Now I hope that the Queen of England will send for me in time and place me in a regiment, all in my youth and prime. I'll fight for Ireland's glory, from the clear daylight till dawn. And I never will return again to plough the wrongs of Bawn. Shane.
Well, as you can see, folks, a very, very popular singer indeed, John Joe Garrity, with a great rendition of The Rocks of Bone. Well done. Well done, John. Well done. All right, it's time for us to take a break. Don't go away. We've lots more to come from the Gorn-Ua-Whale here in Newport in part 2. So don't go away. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. Culture you're very welcome back to part 2 of the programme. We're coming to you from the Gorn-Ua-Whale Bar and Restaurant here in the heart of Newport. And as you can see, there's a lot of entertainment here. We have a wonderful group here, the Grainne Uaile Trad Group. And here they are with a selection of barn dances. Well, great traditional music there from the Gorn-Ua-Whale Trad Group. And indeed, if you're visiting Newport, particularly this year for the 300th anniversary celebrations, well, don't forget in the Gorn-Ua-Whale here, Bar and Restaurant, they have fabulous traditional Irish music every Thursday night. And sometimes you can up to have about 40 musicians could be here, take over the whole place. But it's wonderful music and it's what people enjoy. And speaking of the 300th anniversary celebrations, I'm joined now by Cormac Kelly, who is the chairman of the committee to mark the 300th anniversary of the town of Newport. You're very welcome to the programme.
Thank you very much, Henry.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I suppose, a big round of applause. You're a popular man here in Newport. I suppose the first question people will ask, how do you know Newport is 300 years old?
Well, it's great that you're in the Grainne-Uaile tonight, because it kind of really started here. Because we were upstairs in the Grainne-Uaile, there was a local historian called John Moore, who was given a lecture on his thesis and of the founding of Newport. And during his research, he found the indenture that shows the signing over of the land from the Medicoff family to Captain John Pratt. And that piece of land is Medicoff Street, and it's where the Grainne-Uaile is situated. So it all came around in one big circle, really.
And that was in
1720.
1720.
On the 4th of April, 1720.
You have the actual framed citation for the handing over of the town 300 years ago.
We have a copy of the denture, yeah. The actual denture is in the National Museum in Dublin, but we have a copy of it there, and anyone that wants to see it is in Newport.
Now, what are the other big events you've planned for the year?
Well, there's a few major events. On Mayo, the May Bank holiday, that we're having a reenactment, which will be, I think, it'll be a novel event. It'll be great fun, where there's 3 stages through the week, through the day. There'll be a kind of a church scene, a wedding scene, and a funeral scene kind of thing. And all the people would be dressed up, and there'll be a ceilidh at the end. It should be just good fun.
And you've also great entertainment coming. Some of the big Irish stars coming here to Newport.
On the June May holiday, then we have a free concert, which is a novel thing really. But we have Sharon Shannon Monday, Mary Coughlin, Francis Black, Coda are playing, and we've a choir coming from our neighbours in Newport over in Wales.
And the old favourites are still there. I mean, the Newport Gorn-Ua-Whale Festival is still going ahead, and you have your street festival, which was very successful last.
That's it. The Gorn-Ua-Whale is going ahead. The festival on August Bank Holiday, the street party in June. Then later on the year, we have the Taste of Newport. It's a food festival. The Grace Kelly Film Festival will be going on in late September.
And can people get more details of the various events?
Newport300.com, the Facebook page, it's all there. It's easy to find. It's really going to be a special year, as one for the history books.
And finally, just wanted to say to you that, of course, without the local people and getting involved in this project, it wouldn't happen. And it's something that other communities can learn. When people in a town come together, they can achieve so much.
Well, I found that Newport has really got behind this, and you don't know unless you ask. And if you ask them to do it, they'll do it. And people from Newport have been 100% behind Newport 300, and everyone has come together, and we're going to have a great year.
So we wish you well with it. Congratulations. Well done. Cormac Kelly, ladies and gentlemen. All right, folks, time for a little bit more entertainment. This time we have a wonderful Sean-Nós dancer, and her name is Eilish McMenamin. And can I just say, there was a great patriot in this town many, many years ago called Peadar Kilroy, and he just died shortly before his 100th birthday. And of course, this is Eilish's grandfather. So there's a great history of Peadar Kilroy. I said a lot of history in this town as well. A beautiful location, a beautiful place to visit. And one of my favourite was the Viaduct Bridge, Cormac, which is fantastic. And then the views out to Clew Bay. It's absolutely magnificent. So, all right, so would you put your hands together for the wonderful Eilish McMenamin for Sean-Nós dance? Well, it's almost time for us to go. First, I just want to thank our hosts, Liz and Harry McMenamin, here at the Gorn-Ua-Whale Bar and Restaurant in Newport, to the wonderful musicians, singers and dancers. And can I tell you, if you are visiting Newport on this very special year, 300th anniversary, well then, you couldn't ask for a better place for a bit of traditional Irish music. And to everybody involved with the 300th anniversary celebrations as well, we wish them well. It's going to be a fantastic year for the town of Newport. Now, don't forget, after the break, we're heading over to Manchester. Martin Logan is standing by. There is some more great stories featuring the Irish community right across the UK. And I look forward to your company next week at the same time. Don't forget, there is a repeat of this programme on Saturday next at 8 o'clock. So from all of us here at the Gorn-Ua-Whale in Newport, we're going to leave you now with the Gorn-Ua-Whale Trad Group, and they're going to take us out with a selection of polkas. Good night, everybody, and thank you.